Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here. Got another weekly reset information video for you guys. For the week, it will be an Iron Banner week. We've got King's Fall for the raid. Craziness going down all across the board. Lots of challenges to do, so let's jump right in and see everything we've got for the week. The Nightfall this week is going to be the Abomination Heist. This is where you fight the giant ogre who is all chained up and dealing with the Scorch Captain guys. We've got modifiers of small arms, which is always a nice one because that just works in our favor. Got Berserk and Chaff, so you definitely got to be careful about your enemies, especially in that final room. Won't be able to do my trick of usually just doing a certain amount of damage and watching your radar. You might have to take it a little slower. We've also got fresh troops, so we're definitely going to have our fair share of Siva and probably a mix of them in the final room as well. So I'll have to jump in and see how this one goes after I get this video up. Next, we've got your Siva Crisis Heroics. Our modifiers this week are going to be small arms, fresh troops, and airborne. So bring your Galahorn for those airborne shots. If you're a warlock, you can jump in the air. Imperium Bellicose, you can take away a little bonus damage there as well. Hunters, I guess just jump and fire. Good luck with that one. Other than that, small arms, just go through there. Your primaries are going to treat you well. It should be a pretty reasonable playlist if you need to. Next, we have the... After that, we come to the weekly story playlist. This one is a playlist called Dark Champions, and I believe this was the one that's going to have the story missions from the Dark Below and possibly House of Wolves. I don't know if they're going to combine both because there are only 3 story missions for the House of Wolves, or for the Dark Below, I mean. So I have to jump in and see what options we have there, but your modifiers this week are Ironclad, so unfortunately more enemies will have shields, but you do have Airborne, so jump in the air, fire some rockets, and get that bonus damage. Always a nice way to take down some of those shields pretty quickly. As for Challenge of Elders this week, modifiers we've got our Specialist and Solar Burn, so if you do want to just smoke those bosses down, going for some exotics maybe, especially the Challenge of Elders specific exotics, you can definitely bring a Solar Sniper in there with a couple people and melt those bosses like crazy. If you're going for the points, the Grenade Kill bonus is where you're going to get those bonus points, so something like Warlocks with the Scatter Grenade build, or Titans with the Simmering Flames Thermite Grenade build. Both are going to be pretty efficient in there. Have some fun with those. Bosses you're going to be taking on are Kexis the Betrayed. It's going to be a little more annoying on the Grenade Kill bonus, but something like Armamentarium if you've got it. Or, of course, Nothing Manacles will help you at least have a backup grenade. Second, you're going to have the Seditious Mind. Of course, the Taken Hydra. He's going to cast that red ring on the ground. If you're standing in it when that little Taken pulse goes off, you're going to be hurting pretty bad. And then finally, you're going to have the Wretched Knight. So, Taken Fallen, Taken Vex, and then regular Hive. Should be a pretty reasonable week. Kexis is going to be your more annoying one, of course. So if you do want to smoke him pretty quickly, you can get some more points out of the other two pretty reasonably, I think. As for the weekly featured raid, we have made it up to King's Fall this week. Got some nice rewards for you guys, of course. Got those new exotic primaries. Have to see which ones get which damage type. Kind of curious to find that one out. And then you get some more Age of Triumphs, you get some Knuckles of Ale, lots of good things across the board. As for your challenge modes, you do have the War Priest challenge first, and this is the one where you just have to have different people hold the aura. So every time basically the aura is presented, the last person to step on that platform has to be a different person each time. So just cycle them through. Make sure it's a different person being the last person to step on that last platform each time, and you should be fine there. As for the Golgoroth challenge, this is the one where each damage phase, when you hold the gaze from him, basically you take care of the ads and then you pull the gaze. First person's going to pull the gaze, everybody drops down and does damage. Then when you jump out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to rotate through by taking his gaze back and forth quickly, and then rinse and repeat. So should be pretty straightforward there. And then finally for the Oryx challenge, you have to kill him in 1 damage phase. So you have to have 16 bombs up, detonate them all at the same time, take his damage, or his health basically, from full to 0 in 16 damage detonation, or bomb detonation, I'm sorry, and you should be good to go. And finally we come to the Oryx challenge. This is the one where you have to detonate at least 16 bombs. You can do more, which doesn't hurt anything. But you have to take his health from full to nothing. You have that little extra damage phase afterwards, but you have to do at least 16 bomb detonations together to take his health from full to nothing in one fell swoop. So, should be reasonable. I think we've all got some pretty good practice on that one now, so lots of loot coming our way. Next we come to Miss Tyra Karn and her artifacts for the week. First, we've got the Memory of Scory. Unfortunately, not a great roll on any of this week, or nothing to write home about. Got a Discipline Strength roll today. Scory is when your super is full, kills cause nearby allies' supers to recharge faster. So this one's kind of okay. It's a good thing to have in raids. The stats on this one are okay, I should say. The ability's good, so when you get kills, any allies that are nearby, you help recharge their super pretty much twice as fast for a minute for every kill. It's not going to add on continuously, but if you kill something, it'll last for a minute. Kill something, it'll last for another minute. So still a good thing to have in a raid to help out your buddies with their supers. Next, you've got the Memory of Radagast, Discipline and Strength roll here as well. Gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with the sword, and increase sword ammo capacity. Never a bad thing if you want to goof around with the sword, but not a great stat roll this week either. Finally, we got the Memory of Gellion, full strength roll, kind of a trash roll, and when you have this thing on, it will grant detailed radar. Radar persists when sighting with primary weapons. So you get the detailed radar with 8 segments, a little better vision of knowing where things are at around you, and you also get your radar up while sighting with primary weapons. Just like mid multi-tool, always have that thing up. Pretty much you can be scoped down a hallway and still know what's coming. So kind of cool for the PvP situations, but still kind of preference in what artifact you guys want to use. Next, we come to Shiro 4 and his Iron Lord bounties for the week. First, we've got Shock It To Me, use arc damage to kill Fallen. Pull the Plug, kill Fallen Majors and Ultras. We've got Stay Down, defeat Fallen, pretty much shoot Fallen so far. And you've got Archon's Forge Shaxx, so a little bit to do in Archon's Forge, but everything else is pretty much go kill Fallen in some way, shape, fashion, or form, and then head to Archon's Forge, kill some Shaxx, and you guys will be good to go. Again, if you don't have Thor, this is the place to get it, in case you are still missing that one. As for Commander Zavala and his weekly Elite bounties, good old standard Strike Elite, earn Gold Tier, Silver Tier, and Bronze Tier achieved medals. Pretty standard. You got your Sunrise bounty, Gold Tier medal with a Nightfall before time expires, so get a gold medal when 30 minutes in the Nightfall. Should be pretty reasonable with primary arms. Nothing too much taking you out, just got to be careful of what you get too close to. And then finally we've got Cleanup. Get 150 enemy kills with your fire team during a Siva Crisis Strike to earn Brutal Efficiency. Do that 3 times to get some armor in there as well. So pretty reasonable for the week, I think. As always, his are never really too bad. Next, we'll kick off the Crucible side of things. First, you've got your weekly playlist is going to be Mayhem Clash. That one's always fun if you just want to go in there. Go nuts, everything is cranked up to 11. Have a little fun with faster ammo respawns. Pretty much your Mayhem modifier, so supers, grenades, melees all recharge faster. Come in here and have some fun. It's a good way to get your first Treasure of Ages for the week. Your other 6v6 playlists of the week are going to be Control, which is going to be Iron Banner here in about 5 hours. Iron Banner is going to be Control, as we said. Rewards are going to be auto rifles and shotguns from the vendor, Miss Aphrodite. And your armor is going to be class items and gauntlets. So come in here, at least get rank 5 with one of your characters. Check that off in the record book. Get some Crucible things crossed off in the book as well. Between kills with a certain class, you know, grenade kills, whatever it is. All those different things to get in the book for Crucible. It's a good time to do it because you got to get to rank 5 anyway, so spend some time in here and do that. Your other playlist for the week is going to be Supremacy. Shaxx should have a bounty for Control and Supremacy I'll get to in a minute. Supremacy, of course, good old 6v6, defeat opponents, take their crest, and have some fun. So, pretty good list this week, I think, for everything. The weekly, especially Mayhem, is always a lot of fun for Crucible, so jump in there, go insane for a minute, have a good time. Next we come to Lord Shaxx, and he's got, as I expected, 2 bounties available. First is going to be Control match types, 7 match completions, 30 advantage kills, 15 captures in Beeline. Definitely pick this one up before you start kicking it off in Iron Banner. And then you've also got a Hunt for Glory, so Supreme match types, 7 match completions, 50 primary kills, 30 kill credits, and 20 crests denied. Get those Nightfall tier rewards. You never quite know what you're going to get, but make sure you're highlight level equipped when you turn those things in and get the good stuff. As for the Crucible Quartermaster, the weapon bounties are as follows. Stopping Power, use hand cannons to defeat opposing guardians, get those hand cannon rewards. Burst of Victory, pulse rifles for those kills. Short range Devastation, use shotguns to get those 25 kills. They'll Never See It Coming, sniper rifles, that one's different from last week, 25 kills as well. And of course, choose your moment. Use heavy weapons to defeat opposing guardians. So depending on which weapon type you do enjoy using in Crucible, pick up a couple of these bounties, knock them out while you're playing Control, and get some more rewards in there. You may as well, especially heavy weapons, you're going to get those occasionally. That one's an easy one. Sniper rifle if you're going to be sniping, shotguns if you're playing that one. Pretty much got both of those options for you. And then pulse or hand cannons, probably going to have pretty good options for most everybody. So pick up a few of these depending on your playstyle, and you'll knock out some free bounties for some nice quick loot. That pretty much wraps it up for the week, guys. I will check the Iron Banner vendor when Lady Aphrodite comes to the Iron Temple here at about 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central time for me. I'll check hers. Then I will be working on the Nightfall, possibly the vendor weapon reset today or tomorrow as well for you guys, and jumping into King's Fall raid later. So challenge modes shouldn't be changing there, so that guide should be pretty straightforward. Other than that, guys, enjoy. You've got a lot of fun stuff to do this week. We've got Iron Banner, whole bunch of King's Fall challenges to do, so you get a chance at 3 challenge drops with each character, so lots of loot to drop there. Other than that, enjoy the week, guys, have some fun, and drop that like below if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't hit that dislike, you know what to do, but at least I'd appreciate a comment if I can improve it in some way to make these videos better. If you guys want, subscribe to that channel and hit that little alert bell to get those notifications when new videos come out. I will work on the solo Nightfall, Challenge of Elders, vendor reset guide. All the good stuff will be coming your way, so look for all those videos coming for the rest of the week, and I will check with you guys soon. Have a great one, and enjoy your week.